This video is uploaded with Travelfi 5G internet. Travelfi travels well.
Well, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, this is Keith at 3 Day RV. This week's video, we got kind of a cool one for when you're camping in the summertime and it gets really hot out. We ordered this from Amazon, and it's called a Fonzier RV Awning Shade. So we're going to unzip this thing. We're going to put it up on the awning, see how well this works before that sun comes back out. And it is hot, and I guess a few of you probably experienced the same thing. You might set your camper up like we did, and just happens to be on the evening sun side. We have a TV that hooks up here, and sometimes you can't watch the TV because of the sun. And it's nice to watch a movie at night, right? Ball game, race, whatever. Well, this sunshade, allegedly, I've never used one. It hooks up to your awning real easy, and I guess it stakes down somehow, and so the wind doesn't blow it around. And it doesn't cut out all the light, but it cuts back on the amount of sun coming in. So it still lets air breathe through, and it just cuts out some of that high heat. So let's open this thing up. We'll show you what we got. We'll put it on. I believe put a link to where we found it at. Full disclosure, we contacted these guys and they agreed to send us one. And the only stipulation was to write an honest review. So, I hope it works out because we're flying blind. There's no rehearsals. We're just going to put this thing up on the awning here and see how it goes. I think I got to lower this down a little bit, and I did get the ladder out of the truck. So we'll be able to see how this goes. But when you open this little carry bag up, a nice carry bag comes with it. Comes with full instructions. That's the company name right there. Not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It looks like it says Fonzier. So you can see that. So let's check it out. And it does look like it's fully warranted. Doesn't say for how long. But we'll get to that when the time comes. So when you open this bad boy up, I was mentioning to you, it's got these stakes and bungee cords, and it looks like you just put the stakes in the ground. The bungees go through some little eyelets here, and that's what kind of keeps it tight. So, all right, let's get to this thing. We got a break from the sun, but not the heat and humidity today. We're in Michigan, by the way, where it goes from 50 degrees to 95 the next day. You got to love that. Looks like it has 5 bungees and 5 stakes. So they're pretty serious about hanging on to this thing, it looks like. And the particular one that we got here, we selected, looks like it's about a 16-foot long piece. Yep. Pretty cool. I think that's going to fit our awning really good. Looks like it goes pretty much to both ends. I know there were multiple ones you could look at. Again, we found this on Amazon. Yeah, it's going to fit nice. We found this on Amazon, and there were several widths. I guess you'd call this the width. There were several versions to choose from. So yeah, you can see through it. Again, it's not intended to be like a total blackout shade. Just cuts down on the evening sunshine that might be burning up your camp living room. And that looks like it goes to the top. And a zipper on it. Okay, I'm gonna get the ladder out. Put you guys in a time lapse, and so it doesn't bore you to sleep, and show you how we take these corners of the awning and we can bend this down to get at it. Most of the newer RVs, the awnings are a little harder to reach, and so you can see that elbow right there. Now, I'm not positive this is what this is for, but you can break this loose. When you pull this down, you can actually slide this awning in, and them corners will come down. It makes it a little easier to reach. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it in a time lapse, just make it easier on everybody here. Let's see how it goes. So hang in there. Be right back. So to make it easier on me, I'm going to lower the corners of the awning just so I can reach it. I think you see the difference already and where I'm going with this. I didn't want to have to be on the ladder all the way down this awning, feeding that in there. So it definitely makes it easier. Looking at these instructions, excuse me, there's a zipper end that's got solid material that's not part of the shade. Looks like they want you to take and unzip that from the screen, and then there's a slot right here, and they want you to feed that nylon cord, whatever it's called, slot, and there's the end down there. The back end of my awning is where you would lead that in. So you can see that that's just a straight through. There's a piece we can slide right in there, and then they want you to zip the screen back onto that. Pro tip: check that slot before you get up here. Just make sure it's cleaned out. If it's not, you can use a blowgun or a little brush. But if it's clean, it'll slide in real easy. So, as I was telling you, you'll feed this piece in and it slides in, slides all the way down that slot. And now we got to feed this zipper all the way down. Well, easier than I thought it would be. I really thought this was going to be a challenge getting this for up here. Check this out. So there's no tools required, but I'll tell you, a little mallet would be handy when you go to put these stakes in the ground. So just in case you was wondering, and when that sun's out, it's cooking. So now, I don't think that is completely legitimate. I think it's 94. Okay, but we'll just go with the difference. I'm going to put it in the shade. See what that does. It's about, well, that's probably right, huh? You know, the sun's going to raise your temperature up. So we'll come back to you in about 10 or 15 minutes and see what this reading is. Well, we already know it's really hot in the sun, but showing 82 sitting here. And that's probably about right. I know this old sensor's not reading, but we were about 98 in the sun. And now what is it? 84, I think, maybe. So no matter what, this is quite a bargain because it does cut down on your heat out here. The benefit of this sunshade by Fonzier is that it takes the sun off of your campsite. It allows air to breathe in still, and it does give you a bit of privacy. So if you're camping someplace in a state park, you'll like having this. It gives you a little privacy. So this is a dry camping area that we're in, and there's no electricity out here, so running the air conditioning, it's really limited. So keeping the sun off the side of that camper helps keep the rig cooler. Plus, if you're sitting there having dinner at night, just socializing, having that sun off your back can be a real game changer for you. So the easiest way to find the Fonzier product line is to go out to Amazon. In the search bar, type in the word Fonzier, and then you'll see they make a lot of other things. RV covers, replacement awning fabric, and they have a complete cover for just about every RV out there. But in this case, you'll bring up the sunshade. This is exactly what we have here. Now you scroll down a little bit, you can actually select, like for the fifth wheels and the taller units, you're probably going to be more in the 9-foot. That's the height of this. So, take a few minutes to measure out what you need. Ours was, I believe, the 8 by 19. And so when you order it, it comes in the mail, all boxed up from Amazon. Amazon stuff's pretty quick. And it comes in a cool bag, and it doesn't get any easier than this. This helpful guide will keep you from making a mistake and ordering the wrong actual sunshade. So take a few extra minutes and make sure you get the right one. No sense of doing this twice. So go to Amazon right now and get yourself one of these sunshades. It's called Fonzier. And it'll come with a warranty. It comes with a paper you can turn it in. It comes with a carry bag, stakes, and little bungee cords. It takes 5 minutes to put it on. If you had a helper, maybe less. But when you get all done, you'll be glad you did. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.